Good morning, Eagles.
Welcome to the last episode of EaglEye of the Decade. I'm Kyrie.
And I'm Kamal. Kyrie, I cannot wait until winter break starts. What are you planning on doing?
Honestly, I think I'm going to catch up on some sleep, but I'm also excited to hang out with friends.
No school and no waking up early?
Right. Plus, I can't believe we have 16 days off this winter break.
Yeah, that's exciting. Do you know who doesn't have any days off?
Who?
The bell ringers for Salvation Army.
Yeah, I always see them outside, even in the cold. But what do you think is behind what they do?
Well, Sarah has some information on what they do and what their purpose is.
The holiday season, a time for love, a time for caring, and a time for charity. We're here to show you one of the few ways you can give back to your community with a small contribution, the Salvation Army.
This is the Red Kettle donation. Started 129 years ago when somebody came up with an idea to collect money during the holiday season, and so that goes to support programs that feed people, house people, all kinds of different programs that the Salvation Army is part of.
The Salvation Army is a charity that gives back to the community in various ways, but for many people, it goes deeper than giving a few dollars.
What does the red kettle mean to me? I guess it kind of represents our hearts and love and giving and caring. I just think it's important that when you've got enough, you need to give back so everybody can be safe and fed and warm.
But for others, it means different things.
I think the red kettle to me means hope. There'll be somebody there to provide for basic necessities for people. And it's kind of the goodness of people's hearts.
Within the goodness of people's heart, this can come from any age.
How much today?
Because I just wanted to.
Is it fun? Really? So why do you think it's important?
Because other people need money.
From contributions of money, time, or any way you can give back to your community, make sure you get out there this holiday season and give a little. Reporting for EaglEye, I'm Sarah.
Bye.
That's cool what they do for the community and help everyone like that.
Yeah, I know, it's really nice.
Dude, I just realized I have no idea what gifts to get from my friends.
Yeah, I think that Gabe can help you with what to get or make for them.
Really?
Yeah, let's go take a look.
It's that time of the year where the best gifts come from the heart. Here's Gabe and Shauna with some hands-on holiday projects for you to try out.
So I'm going to show you a holiday treat including Oreos and candy canes. First, crush the candy canes by putting your desired amount into a Ziploc bag and crushing with a rolling pin. Next, melt the chocolate chips in a bowl in the microwave for about 2 minutes or until fully melted. Then take an Oreo and dip it halfway in the chocolate. Once they're coated, sprinkle the crushed candy canes on top. Half a bag of chocolate chips will make 8 to 10 cookies, and 2 candy canes will cover 10 cookies. After you finish coating your cookies, put them in the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes. And finally, enjoy! And lastly, here's Gabe.
Last but not least, a holiday project that may suit your fancy. We're doing a holiday-themed fit that's festive enough for any party. You'll need a dress or waistcoat, whichever you prefer, and lots of gift bows, as well as tacky glue, which works really well, but if you have fabric glue, that's good too. All you're doing is making a pattern with the different colored bows along the dress or waistcoat and pressing the gift bow where you glued it for about 10 seconds. Rinse and repeat either all over the front or all the way around. Once your design is done, allow it to sit for about 20 minutes or so, ensuring that they all dry and allowing it to be put on without worrying if bows fall off. The dress I'm using is actually elastic, so the tacky glue isn't affected by the material at all. Once it's done drying, feel free to try it on. It's a quick and creative thrift that works for any holiday occasion.
Both of those projects cost less than $20, so you should try them out yourselves. Happy holidays!
Oh, those are some pretty nice treats. I might try some when I get home.
Yeah, me too. Do you know who else is a gift?
Who?
Tony Parker.
The NBA player?
No, our school resource officer.
Oh, dang, right. I wonder what he does for our school.
Well, Drew has some information on who he is and what he does.
All right, let's go check it out.
Officer Parker is a staff member here at school that gets overlooked. He does a lot to keep this school and our community safe, so we sat down to get to know him a bit better.
Wanted to become a police officer because my father was a state trooper in Minnesota for 32 years.
The job for him is more than just enforcing the law, it's helping people.
I was always interested in working in a school just because I like the school setting. If I can help people, especially juveniles and younger people learn things that it took me a long time to learn, that's awesome. I mean, I talk to a lot of kids, and I think I have a pretty good relationship with a lot of kids, which I think is extremely important, especially being a police officer. And in this day and age, the persona of police isn't the best. So if I can develop good relationships with students and talk to them and be a real person to them, I think they might have a different perspective on me. Yeah, that's the type of person I want to be, right? Hey, I'm here for safety, right? Keep everybody as safe as possible. If you have issues, come to me and feel comfortable coming to me, even if you just need to talk. So
After talking to him, you get to know he's more than a copier. He's someone who wants to help. If you haven't yet introduced yourself to him, don't be afraid to. True Caruth, reporting for EaglEye.
Dang, he does more than I thought for our school.
Yeah, I feel inspired to help the community just like he does.
Talking about helping, do you know that our boys hockey players help out the little kids in the community at the arena every Sunday?
Oh, really? That's nice. I think it's also a great way for them to build a bond with the kids.
Yeah, I want to see what this is about. Here's Cody with the story.
There are many ways to give back to the community during the holiday season. The boys hockey team has found theirs. Throughout this season, the boys hockey team is working with some of the future Eagles by helping develop and motivate them during the season.
I think it's really fulfilling working with the kids and just putting a smile on their face, helping them get better, have fun with it, keep them engaged in the game. And that's always the best part.
It was great, getting out, meeting some of the little guys, it's always a pleasure on our part, and anything to do in the community, it's great for the team. I had a kid come up to me and say that when he grows up, he wants to be like me, a high school hockey player, and I thought that was pretty cool to hear that, especially from a little dude. So,
it's always a special moment, connecting with some of the kids.
Mr. Wasman's grandson was out there skating around. He was taking videos, and I saw him and came up to me and said, "We did a great job."
One kid asked me if I was in the NHL. I said someday.
I've had a blast working with some of the younger kids. I can't wait to see what they bring to the future of Ava Valley hockey. Reporting for EaglEye, I'm Cody Zulo.
That's crazy how little they are, and they already know how to skate better than me.
I know, right? Well, I know I'm going to try to learn how to skate this winter break.
Speaking of winter break, do you ever wonder what people that don't celebrate the holidays do over break?
Yeah, Hannah got some information on what it is like to experience the holiday season as a non-Christian.
All right, let's go take a look.
According to a study done by Pew Research Center, 74% of Minnesotans are Christian. So what about the other 26%? How are non-Christian students feeling about the abundance of Christmas during this season?
If I'm the only person in a group of people that is not celebrating Christmas, it can make me uncomfortable. But if I'm with people like my family, I know that I'm not alone there and that I'm not the only person there that's not celebrating Christmas.
I'm fine with Christmas stuff being everywhere. I just wish there was more representation of other holidays during this type of weather, like the season that we're having.
Since Christmas is such a large holiday in the United States, some students may be feeling left out.
I sometimes feel left out when everyone's talking about the religious aspect of Christmas because it's a very common thing to discuss during this season.
It can happen. Sometimes I do feel left out, but I try to ignore it and know that my beliefs are my beliefs and that I shouldn't be ashamed of that.
Elijah, a Jewish student, celebrates Christmas as a non-Christian holiday.
Christmas, my grandmother celebrates Christmas, so we go to her place and we celebrate for her. I guess I celebrate Christmas, kind of.
Winter break is just a few days away. How will you be spending it? Reporting for EaglEye, I'm Hannah Robinson.
That was interesting. I think it's easy to forget that many people don't celebrate Christmas.
That's nice that we can see someone else's perspective during the holidays.
Well, it would be fun to top our final show of the year.
What?
A holiday game show.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, Reese got 2 people from our school up to the challenge.
Oh yeah? Let's see how that turned out.
Hello everybody, today an earthquake it's not on? Can we get that on please? Please. Okay, thank you. Hello everybody, today an earthquake is at the North Pole and the elves are scattered and the gingerbread houses are in shambles. Can our 2 contestants save them?
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off. Miss Shea seems to have gotten to her wrapping paper first, but Levi's catching up in a close second.
This is so stressful.
Stressful indeed, Miss Shea, but will you be able to manage that stress and save the gingerbread houses?
No. You? No! Oh no.
Ooh, what a fall. Let's see that again. Well, Levi and Miss Shea were both able to save the gingerbread houses and the elves and send them back to the North Pole. So I'd see that as a tie, so everybody wins.
That was very entertaining.
Yeah, that was very impressive how they wrapped the presents on ice.
Well, that's it for the last show for the year.
Enjoy your long break.
We'll see you in 2020.